sat next to the representative from Lowell for about 11 of those 12 years, and so I feel like, even though I'm not from Lowell, that I got sort of an honorary Lowell, representation. So it's great to be back here, and it's great especially because I work so closely with our apprenticeship team, and I wanted to just have everyone from our DAS team, except the director's you're going to hear from in a moment, just raise your hands so we can acknowledge you. And a big round of applause. It's been fantastic to lead the Division of Apprentice Standards, and as many of you know, grantees and worked with DS in the past and in the future, what a great job they're doing. It's really reflected in I don't want to steal the Secretary's thunder, we've had some just a major milestone we just reached with apprenticeship that the Secretary may perhaps mention. It's a teaser. So a lot of great things happening in the Healey-Driscoll Administration when it comes to apprenticeship. It's also because of the strong support we have from our friends in the legislature. And I want to thank particularly Representative Anna Howard, who's here. I want to have a chance to talk to her. I also want to thank the rest of the Lowell delegation, and sadly want to acknowledge Senator Kennedy, who was a dear friend and a great colleague who did so much for this area. We're sad for his loss. But I want to thank our friends in the legislature for all the support that you give and continue to give for the Apprenticeship Alliance and for the LWD in general. So with that, I also want to thank the Office of Mayor Dan Daniel-Work for all of your assistance here and support. I especially want to thank our team from the college here for opening up your home to us. Beautiful day, you delivered a lot of sunshine. It's great afternoon, great morning here in Lowell, so thank you for that. We appreciate that. So my job is just to begin to move this along so you can hear from other folks. And I think we're going to start off with someone who needs no introduction, my boss. I'm really honored to work for Secretary Lauren Jones, who's going to help kick us off and help us share some new grants for apprenticeship. So big welcome, Secretary Lauren.
I'm going to test. Can you hear me through this mic? So I'm going to slightly clear. Wonderful. Good morning, everybody. As Josh said, it is a good morning. And I come bearing gifts for many of you in the audience. I want to acknowledge President Sisson certainly for opening your doors and also your partnership, not only in apprenticeship but across the board as we recognize the continuum between education and workforce development. It's two sides of the same coin, and we appreciate your partnership. Thank you. Josh so nicely did, I want to also give kudos to the team within our Division of Apprentice Standards, from Laura all the way to the team sitting down here. You guys are amazing. You work with everyone here in this room and beyond to help deliver this really exciting model that I think many employers have long appreciated but are continuing to recognize in new industries how valuable apprenticeship is, and you guys are at the heart of making that a reality, so thank you. Did the honors, thank you, Representative Howard, 2 weeks in a row in the city of Lowell, and tag teaming with you on great events. So thank you, and great for you to be here, and certainly to the representation here in the city of Lowell from City Manager Golden and Mayor Work as well. It is a great day. We're celebrating investments in workforce development, and we know that when we are very intentional with our workforce strategies, we're able to yield great results. And I think there's so much behind Registered Apprenticeship that demonstrates intentionality, combining the technical training, the on-the-job training, and the results being actual jobs that are created and the careers that are unlocked because of this combined effort. Certainly coming out of the gate into this administration now, closing out almost 3 years, looking back, it was a no-brainer. Governor Healey, Lieutenant Governor Driscoll already knew the value of apprenticeship, and we wove it into our workforce strategy right as we kicked off the administration. And we know that we have to lean into tools in our toolbox now more than ever to think about a long-term strategy to boost the talent that employers need now, but also for the future. And this registered apprenticeship model, as everyone here in this room, you're already drinking the Kool-Aid, you know the value of apprenticeship and how this can be an effective tool to do exactly that. We've also acknowledged for now a century plus, we celebrated earlier this year with our Friends in Labor there is this proven model. We know, and many people beyond this room recognize the value that we see in the trades. Whether you're thinking about your electrician, your carpenter, your pipe fitter, and it's amazing that as we grow apprenticeship, we can now look to great examples in the life sciences, in healthcare, taking that exact same model with unlocking opportunities for in-demand jobs in these expanded industries and recognizing how applicable apprenticeship can be. In fact, coming into this administration, we hit the ground running with gearing up and stirring up more interest in our apprenticeship, and we now have 274 new programs in our Registered Apprenticeship Cal. That's just the new programs we've added. And that helps to give more resources for employers, for industry, thinking about how they can use the model here to unlock opportunities. Which brings me to today. We are so proud, the Healey-Driscoll Administration is so proud to announce $2.1 million in grants for Registered Apprenticeship Opportunities in Workforce, GROW. Our GROW grants will reach 34 organizations to train and place more than 300 apprentices and pre-apprentices across the state. The grants leverage nearly $2 million in state funding, complemented by support from federal funds to train apprentices in high-growth industries like healthcare, manufacturing, clean energy, life sciences, and more. When we look back, we're certainly celebrating the great win today, delivering $2.1 million to you and the impact that you will make. But it's also worth looking back over the past nearly 3 years. Since January 2023, we have invested more than $12 million in apprenticeship grants to support over 1,800 new apprentices. The administration is also expanding this model, like I said, which is opening new programs, 274, and I'm sure counting, because I'm sure there's some in the pipeline. Again, offering more opportunities for working with employers, but also new pathways for apprentices. In fact, we've also registered nearly 2,000 new apprentices in our expanded industries. And we've registered, we celebrated earlier this fall, over now 10,000 apprentices under the Healey-Driscoll Administration. Just think about that. That's 10,000 jobs. You all know that apprenticeship is a job, it is a career. And we celebrated 10,000 that we've been able to do as a team and a collaborative effort with many here in the room. And I know future jobs that we created thanks to the partnership we're celebrating today. The GROW grants strengthen the local and regional partnerships that I think is intentional as we look to create more opportunities in every single region of the state. And we have to tap into our workforce ecosystem, from higher education and academic partners to employers, making sure that their needs, what they're looking for, is influenced and incorporated in the curricula. We want to make sure that we're introducing this to new training providers and expanding reach so that we can have more opportunities for more apprentices to realize how valuable this is for them and can be for our workforce. Just take Middlesex Community College, for example. I'm sure President Sisson will speak more to this, but we're celebrating $125,000 in funding that will help the community college here launch a surgical technology apprenticeship program. These grants will support the creation of innovative apprenticeship models in partnership with Lowell General Hospital and Tufts Medicine, where an unused surgical suite will be transformed into the MCC Lowell General Surgical Technology Simulation Lab and Learning Center, which is amazing to think about. This new center will have an innovative solution, repurposing existing hospital space and equipment into state-of-the-art training, and we're so thrilled that Registered Apprenticeship will be folded into this great work. We know that when we think about why we do all that we do, we're celebrating the $2.1 million. You're here representing so many workers that are not here because they're working. But we know that at the end of the day, behind all of this is the apprentices, the graduates, the people. I'm sure everyone in this room has attended an apprenticeship graduation. If you're just getting started, go to one so that you can appreciate and plan for yours that you will have in the future. That's really the why behind all of this. You will hear from apprentices or graduates who may even say that when they first learned about DAS or an apprenticeship program, it was too good to be true. It was their golden ticket, or they wish they knew about this kind of program when they were younger, and they're going to now tell their friends and tell others within their community. And that's the kind of galvanizing that we want to see, because we know that apprenticeship can truly unlock more doors. It unlocks more doors for our people, our workforce, the people that are not yet in our workforce that we want to bring in, our untapped talent that has so much promise in so many new and emerging industries, and making sure that employers recognize the value of apprenticeship, because as they're noodling on how they can find new talent, the apprenticeship model is the way to go. And we're so thrilled to be able to celebrate that here in Lowell, at Middlesex Community College, and with all of our grantees today. Congratulations. And my other secretary, Howard, to come back to the podium.
Hard to top. Congratulations, everybody. I know we're going to hear from President Sisson in a second, but I know we have a big crew here from Middlesex Community College. Maybe by a show of hands, we could have everybody raise their hand. Thank you so much. As the Secretary mentioned, this year, for the first time, Laura and the crew, and I know I see our grants crew, Angela and Annette here, specifically working on grants. We added a new category for innovation grants, which is what Middlesex Community College was awarded. And so that's really exciting to see this innovation, all these new ideas that are happening. So especially pleased by this. So without further ado, for a little bit of added remarks, President Sisson, will you join us? Sure. Thank you.
That's great to be here. Good morning, everybody. Sure. Good morning. Welcome to the Middlesex Lowell campus. We're delighted to have you with us this morning. We have a very busy day, so I just want to say if you want to stick around, spend some money in some local restaurants, then travel down to our other campus down in Bedford, which is 10 miles away. You'll be there for 2 ribbon cutties this afternoon for a new life sciences space, along with our life sciences space in Lowell, and also our new robotics lab. Thanks. So there's too many Middlesex people in the room. I don't know why you're not all working, I guess. But I'm glad to see you all here. But Howard is also a proud alum, a distinguished alum of Middlesex Community College. I wanted to recognize I think the Secretary has given you a sense of what we've attempted to do, but so many people from Lowell General Hospital and my team here at Middlesex are in the room that we have to really appreciate the fact that partnership is really what makes a difference in any of what we do. There's nothing that we can do in any of this work that we can do alone. So we're honored to actually receive this Rural Category 3 Innovation Grant, and we really want to know that this is going to launch something that's sustainable, and we're grateful to LGH for that. So this innovative initiative is going to repurpose that operating room at Lowell General Saints Hospital into that General Surgical Technology Simulation Lab and Learning Center that the Secretary mentioned. We believe this is the first in the Commonwealth model that embeds a registered apprenticeship within an accredited Associate of Science in Surgical Tech degree. So apprenticeships will, those apprentices are going to learn in a realistic simulation lab hospital environment and participate in paid, on-the-job training while completing coursework aligned with ARC and SBSA national accreditation standards. So this program is designed, as all these programs are, to address critical workforce shortages, especially in surgical services, to be able to train capacity for hospitals and create new and equitable career pathways, especially important to Middlesex for first-generation, working adult, and underrepresented learners. And the partnership between MCC and Lowell General Tufts Medicine is really exemplifying the synergistic employer integrated model that we've been so proud of for decades in our work with LGH. So to the entire LGH team, you know who you are, thank you for always saying yes. To the team here at Middlesex, thank you so much for saying yes and working so diligently with our partners. We're deeply grateful to the Executive Office of Labor and Workforce Development for all of this investment, and of course to our partners to make sure that we have an extraordinary partnership that will last for years to come. Thank you very much. Delighted you're here. Please come join us this afternoon.
Thank you, President. And I want to highlight, the partnership year. I saw some friendly faces in the audience. I know last year we were at Benjamin Franklin Cummings Institute for this award ceremony. I saw friends from Quincy-Mon, from Bunker Hill, did I miss any other community college partners? I'm sure. Cape Cod, thank you. You're travel the furthest. But it's great to see this kind of increased partnership with the community colleges. I think that's really the model for the future. So, it's a good segue to talking about our established partners. We're really excited to welcome Matthew Berard, who is the Associate Director of Workforce Development Programs for Mass Manufacturing Extension Partnership. Welcome. Come on up.
I don't know if I can follow those speakers, right? So good morning, everyone. Good morning. I'm Dr. Matthew Berard, the Associate Director for Workforce Development at Massachusetts Manufacturing Extension Partnership, long name, MassMPD. It's an honor to be here today among the Executive Office of Labor and Workforce Development, the Division of Apprenticeship Standards, fellow award recipients, and the incredible employers who are shaping the future of Massachusetts workforce. MassMPD's Registered Pre-Apprenticeship Program in Manufacturing is more than a training program. It's a bridge. It's a bridge between individuals looking for meaningful careers and manufacturers needing skilled, talented labor. And it's a bridge between education and industry, between potential and opportunity. Manufacturing is the backbone of our economy. Innovative, fast-moving, and full of opportunity. But without structured pathways, many talented individuals may not see their place in this industry. That's why this program is so critical. They give participants hands-on experience, industry-recognized credentials, direct exposure to the workplace, all the tools they need to step confidently into a registered apprenticeship program, full-time manufacturing career, or secondary education. I think of James, one of our pre-apprentices from our first cohort. When he joined the program, he was uncertain about his future. Within weeks, he was solving real-life manufacturing problems, learning how to use precision measurements, and reading blueprints. He quickly became a mentor to his fellow classmates and even served as an in-house tutor. Before he finished the training, he was actually hired by a local manufacturer as a sales representative and project manager role combined, starting at $30 an hour plus commissions. It changed his life. He had no idea where he was going, changing careers, moving from another state, coming to Massachusetts, and now he has a career where he can grow and excel. So the impact extends beyond the individual success. Employers gain skilled, ready workers, communities gain economic opportunity, and the Commonwealth strengthens a pipeline of talent that ensured Massachusetts manufacturers remain competitive for years to come. Every dollar invested in this program is an investment in people, in industry, and the future of our workforce. We are grateful to the leadership and support of the Division of Apprenticeship Standards in guiding these programs and ensuring high standards, accountability, and meaningful outcomes. And we celebrate all of today's award recipients. Your work demonstrates the power of collaboration, innovation, and commitment to workforce development. At MassMPD, we see this every day, how the program changes lives and builds careers. But more than that, it strengthens the entire manufacturing ecosystem. Together, we are creating pathways, unlocking potential, and investing in people who will carry our industry forward. Thank you.
Thank you, Matthew. All right, well, we have one more important person to come up and address you, and after that, we're going to do a group photo. So I just want to warn everybody, all of our grantees, you want to come down front, and we have a nice big sign here. We'll do a group photo, all right? So get that ready. So my pleasure, and I've been here in this role for a little over almost 2 years, and one of the best decisions I made was to hire Laura Thomas to be our new director of DES, and so I want to welcome Laura to help share.
So it's such a pleasure to be here today with all of you GROW recipients. I've spoken to most of you, had teams with a lot of you, but it's nice to see you here in person. And I'm really excited to begin or continue our partnerships with, there's real power in people coming together to work toward a common goal. This is not a grant where we're like, write you a check and see you later. This is a grant where you also get the talents of my whole team. I'm very blessed to have an incredible team who's going to help make your apprenticeship and pre-apprenticeship dreams a reality with this grant. So I don't ever want you to feel you've been left alone or out to linger there. I'm going to introduce a couple of them and have you put faces with names. The grants team, Angela Prince and Hamed Hazoum, just raise your hands, guys. They will help you with everything. They will with you, any questions you have. And then I have Cooper Leonard, who is our admin, who does a little bit of everything and helped us with this event today. Thank you, Cooper. Apprenticeship liaison team, and you will get a letter today or tomorrow, which will assign you a member of the apprenticeship liaison team who will be your personal attaché to apprenticeship. So, Kristen Burrell is the leader of our team. Dennis Collins is our apprenticeship lead. We have Pat Ray playing center. Register an existing program or grow, as we will say, register a new program or grow an existing program. So please reach out to me, reach out to grants, reach out to them. We're all in this together. We can only do it if we all work in the same direction. So we are so happy to be able to invest in employers who really want to invest in their why, in their workforce through registered apprenticeship. And now let's commemorate these